Abby Grossberg is the producer who is currently suing Fox News over what Abby Grossberg alleges to be sort of conditioning and threats to try to get Abby to say what they want when it comes to the Dominion lawsuit. That is going to be an ongoing process that we're going to be following. But for the first time, Abby Grossberg has now been interviewed about this, and here is a little bit about of that.
People said you were a lousy journalist, that your behavior was shameful because, among other things, you had said in reply to a question that you did not believe that it was your responsibility to fact check whether or not what someone was going to say on the broadcast was telling the truth.
It felt awful. I mean, it felt terrible because I knew that I was bullied, intimidated, and coerced into saying that just to keep my job and stay at the company. And the question a lot of people would have is, why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Because I made the decision to keep my job so that I could keep paying my bills. It seemed like the safer decision for me at the time.
Yeah, look, it is difficult when you get put in that position. We can't assume that just because this person works at Fox News that they have great financial means or whatever. And at the same time, we can acknowledge that this person, if there hadn't been this pressure put on them, would have apparently been perfectly happy to work for a variety of some of the most horrendous people in media. I mean, trying to work for Tucker Carlson in the last couple of years, we know what he does. We know what the mission of his show is. We know what the point of it is. So we can have whatever thought that we want about Abby Grossberg's politics or willingness to be a part of absolutely horrendous conspiracy theories and white supremacy and misogyny and homophobia and transphobia and Islamophobia and all of those things. But that doesn't mean that Fox can put pressure on Abby Grossberg to lie in a court case or imply to Abby Grossberg that she is going to be the one that goes down for their network-wide spreading of the big lie. Now, they have responded to some of these claims saying the assertion that Ms. Grossberg was coached or intimidated into being dishonest during her Dominion deposition is patently false. We will continue to vigorously defend Fox against her unmeritorious legal claims, which are riddled with false allegations against the network and our employees. It might be. Abby Grossberg could be lying or could be wrong. Of course, at the same time, when we have all of these emails showing what everyone from producers to the CEO of Fox News perfectly willing to lie when it came to this stuff, it makes it a little bit easier to accept the claims of Abby Grossberg. That said, at this point, we don't know. But Benny, what do you think about what you just saw?
Yeah, I guess like the biggest takeaway here is that I guess it's nice to see that Fox News is facing some degree of consequence for operating entirely outside of the realm of reality, like especially when you're talking about like, spreading myths about the election being rigged and stuff like that, and just like this outright misinformation that they're running. But as for like an individual person like turning on Fox News and saying like, no, this is a bridge too far, it really does kind of like, look, I don't know. I guess I kind of have like a little bit of a hard time feeling bad for somebody who's like working at Fox News. It kind of seems like it's like, yeah, you don't want to lie in court and then end up like in jail or something. So like, I don't know, because we all know what Fox News is. We all know what Fox News does. We're like, we know what they do. And like me, especially as a trans person, right? Like you have people on Fox News who on a very regular basis say that like my existence should be illegal. So, like, I guess congratulations on having some line somewhere. Like you've proven that like it exists somewhere for you, but like, come on, come on, you couldn't have drawn that line a little bit somewhere else.
Yeah. Again, I'm trying to separate out, I think, a reasonable evaluation of what this person is comfortable with, but that doesn't make the pressure and all that acceptable. Anyway, I want to give you a few more details that were released. I think the full interview will be coming out soon, but at one point, Grossberg said that she received a text message from her boss that she paraphrased as saying, quote, "You can let Maria Bartiromo, who she was working for then, know there will be no fact checking today. She can do what she wants, go wild." If she has that text message, that is gonna be very bad for Fox. And Abby Grossberg has been requested by Dominion to testify in the lawsuit. All the while, Fox higher ups referred to Bartiromo as crazy, menopausal, hysterical, apparently to her employees. Anyway, and she says that it was clear that the company wanted to scapegoat her. I don't know how they could have thought that would be a successful strategy when you have people literally on the air before millions of people telling verifiable lies. but maybe that was one of their strategies. In any event, I'm sure we're gonna hear more from Abby Grossberg as well as from Fox and Dominion as the lawsuit moves forward, which it will in just the next couple of weeks.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.